This is a video on how to get the Ford keypad codes using the IDS. To get the keypad code for a Ford Explorer, we're going to go into the service information. In service information, we'll find out what module we have to go into to get the code for the keypad. If we're working on a 1998 Ford Explorer, we're going to go into Workshop Manuals, and we're going to select the correct year at the top. And make sure we select Explorer, and then we're going to hit View. The keyless entry system is located under Body all the way down in section 5 labeled Body and Paint. We're going to click on Body, and then we're going to look for keyless entry, which is right here, section 501-14B. Keyless entry computer operated locks, and then we're going to go into description and operation. If we scroll down a little bit, we have a listing of the parts that are related to the system. We have the transmitter, we have a module called the RAP, Remote Anti-Theft Personality Module, we have a relay box, and then the keyless entry keypad, which is on the driver's side door. If we wanted to pull the code from the module itself using a scan tool, we would go into the RAP module. Down here it says the system entry code is located on the owner's wallet card in the glove box. It is also electronically accessible by asking for the RAP key code PID on the NGS tester and on the receiver assembly housing. The NGS tester was an old scan tool. It was replaced with the WDS, and then that was replaced with the IDS. The RAP module has a sticker on it. The code is on that sticker. So on a Ford Explorer, you can actually remove a cover in the back and get a light or maybe your phone in there and get the code off the module itself. Or you can go into the scan tool and pull the code. You just have to know which module you got to pull it from, and of course in this particular case that would be the RAP module as indicated in the description and operation here. Okay, if you want to get the keypad code for a different vehicle, like maybe a 2004 Mercury Marauder, you need to change volumes. To do that, you can hit these little red arrows on the left, come down here and select volumes at the bottom, and this will allow you to select a different disc, which is the 2004 service information for our Mercury Marauder. Then we're going to click on Workshop Manual, and we're going to make sure 2004 is selected. Aviator we don't want, we want Marauder, which is down here. Now we're going to View, and again we're going to slide all the way down to Body under Body and Paint, and then we're going to look for keyless entry. So here we have section 501-14 handles, locks, latches, and entry systems. We're going to go to description and operation. We're going to scroll down a little bit, and what we have here is the keyless entry system consists of the following components: driver door module, remote transmitter, and the keyless entry pad. So if we were going to use a scan tool to retrieve the code for the keypad, we would go into the driver's door module. The code is also on the driver's door module itself on a sticker, but accessing that isn't as easy because you got to pull the door panel off to do that. So it's easier to do it with the scan tool if you have access to it. We're going to look up the information for another vehicle now, a 2020 Ford Explorer. We're going to click the little red arrows over here, go down to volumes, scroll down to 2020, select our Workshop Manual, change our vehicle to Explorer, click the View button. Down here, body and paint under section 5. And again, 501-14 is where our keyless entry system will be. And under description and operation, we now have 3 different entries. We're going to go to the top one. We're going to scroll down, and you'll see that there's 2 modules involved for this vehicle. One is the BCM, body control module. The other one is the radio transceiver module. If we go down to this 3rd section here, we can scroll down, and we'll find the information on how to retrieve our code. Right here under factory key code retrieval. The factory key code for the keyless entry keypad can be retrieved from a label on the BCM, a wallet card in the owner's literature, using a diagnostic scan tool, or by using 2 programmed keys. So in this particular case, if we were using a scan tool, we would go into the BCM to find the code. We can also do this with 2 programmed keys. To retrieve the factory key code using 2 programmed keys, carry out the following steps within 10 seconds. Place the first programmed key into the ignition lock cylinder or the backup starting location and turn the ignition on. Turn the ignition off, remove the first programmed key, place the second programmed key into the ignition lock cylinder or the backup starting location, and turn the ignition on. Warning messages display in the message center prior to the key code being displayed, and then the message center will display the key code for you. Okay, now that we know the RAP module is where we can find the code for our keypad, we're going to go in, we're going to start a new session, and we're going to go into datalogger and pull that up. Start new session, all other, hit the blue check button, hit the blue check button again, and it's going to take a little bit, but it will communicate. Click on Explore. It's now running a network test, checking to see which modules are responding. You're going to select yes for the information that's shown on the left. And it is a 2000 model year that I'm working on. And now we're going to go into the toolbox, because that's where datalogger is, along with everything else. Select datalogger, hit the blue check. Now this time we're going to select modules and RAP module, because we know that's where the information is we're looking for. I'll hit the blue check. This brings us up a list of all the things that we can access in that module. Now that we're in datalogger, we're going to select key code number. We're going to hit the blue check button. And right up here on the left, that's our key code. Alright, now to exit, we're going to select the menu button at the top right. We're going to select exit. We're going to select the green check button. That's going to close out our open tab that was up here. Now we're going to go down to the blue car yellow folder, delete our session. And that's how you exit out of the IDS. This concludes the video on how to get the forward keypad codes with the IDS.